is dead, and welcome to this new series, first ever Demon Slayer series on this channel, and probably not the last. We'll get more Demon Slayer at some point, but you know, this will have to do for now. But anyway, welcome to What If Gyutaro Stayed Human, Part 1. I think that's what I'm going to call it. But anyway, so, bit more of a timeline thing. So basically, obviously it doesn't take place in present canon time. It takes place more closer to the time we are with Tanjiro and all that stuff. Because one, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? Like, I'm just not gonna make up my own shit. And second of all, I don't really know where in time they are. So yeah. And third, because I need to for plot. Because like, what the fuck? Anyway, moving on. Pretty much Gyutaro's past is the same, pretty much, well, not pretty much, like practically exactly the same, except for like when he meets Doma, instead of it saying upper 6, it's upper 2, because he's closer to our time. And yeah, but anyway, but instead, like he was like willing to take the demon blood, but instead something else happens. So we'll just go to that. We'll cut to that part. Doma offers Gyutaro his blood, and he's willing to accept it. Like he's willing to become a demon. Like as Gyutaro said, he never regretted becoming a demon or something like that. So it wasn't So he's not necessarily like he wouldn't. So like same thing is pretty much here, but he's not becoming a demon, because instead what happens is some as I say, like probably like 5 demon slayers, none of them being a Hashira rank obviously, but all being high enough ranks to like be there, because they the master sent them there because there's been reports of missing people, and they need to go investigate, and they don't know what level it is, so they like sent higher ones, but they didn't send low ones, all that stuff. Higher ranked ones, but not Hashira, because they don't think it's needed. So yeah, basically so what happens is basically the 4 of them start 4 of the 5 begin to fight Doma, which we all know they're gonna lose, but they're going to die. And the 4th and the 5th one, basically is protecting Gyutaro and Ume, who's still alive, which sucks. It still sucks. But yeah, but basically he's telling them to get out of there, and basically, but Gyutaro, that shit. So basically, the Demon Slayer had to force him to, basically, like he had to take him away this time. So they take him away. They take him very far away, and the crow comes in, and because the guy was about to go back, but then the crow came in and said that the 4 ones were dead, and that that the master wasn't willing to send another one to his death, So that happened. So Gyutaro never got to become a demon, so he's still a human, which means he keeps his regular shit. Like, he still has the markings on his face because he had that when he was human, but his hair's still entirely black, no green there. His eye color doesn't change to that whatever the fuck it was again. All I can remember is that like the outside is yellow. That's all I remember. That's all I could remember right now. But anyway, moving on. His eye color is still blue as it was before. No, and Demon Slayer, basically, the Demon Slayer, again, not a Hashira rank. I forgot what the higher ranks were called, or any of the higher ranks were called, because I'm stupid. But anyway, moving on. So basically, Gyutaro ends up, because, Ume, which we'll just call her Ume for the rest of the time because they're never going to call her Denki, so, or whatever, how the fuck you pronounce her name. Never going to call her that because she never became a demon, and all this shit. So, Gyutaro buries Ume because, she died because there's no way she would live that. I was like, originally in this, when I was first making this, I was gonna make it so then she did live, but then I was like, no, because she was set on fire. I don't want to like change the backstory too much, and then that's why I said only Gyutaro and not like Gyutaro and Denki or Uma or whatever. So that's why. And another one could have been, and this was like the second option, but then I had a third option, which would have been Uma would survive, but she would be basically severely injured. She would basically be covered in bandages and all that stuff and being held at the butterfly estate, and Shinobu would be taking care of her and all that stuff and all of that. It could have been that, but I decided to go with the second option, which was this one, which is obviously this one where she died. So Uma is dead. Or Denki, or whatever you want to call her. But yes, she is dead, but I will be calling her Uma because, again, never became a demon. But anyway, moving on from that point. Gyutaro doesn't really have a purpose anymore, he's not exactly good, becoming a demon. He couldn't become a demon or anything. So he kind of, before, because the Demon Slayer did help him. Help him bury Uma because she did die with them. And, I don't know if you guys ever heard the the English voice actor for Gyutaro, but it's weird. It's kind of this voice, like it sounds like his voice is cracking, but it's not. It's kind of like this voice crack kind of voice, but also not. It's kind of hard to get into because like I kind of got to say like one of his lines that he said like Uma. I have to do Uma in his voice, so give me a second to get into it. He sounds like this kind of. It's kind of like this kind of voice or whatever. It's kind of hard to do because you kind of have to hold back your voice, and he also changes. It's not always this. It's just when he's normally talking. Sometimes his voice gets a bit more different, so it's kind of hard to switch between these. So I'm not going to be doing this voice all the damn time. But anyway, basically, what is like, he's looks towards the Demon Slayer. He's like, "What should I do now? I have nothing to live for. Uma is gone, so I'm asking for the person who chose to save me. What should I do now? You could have left me there, but yet you didn't. So you have to take responsibility and kill me here, or tell me what the hell to do." So the Demon Slayer's like, "What?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "What the fuck?" Well, I'm not gonna kill you. he's like, "Well, why don't you become a Demon Slayer like that demon did?" And he's like, the demon did not kill my sister. That filthy that samurai did. He killed her just because she was defending herself. I have no point in killing these demons. I have no revenge to seek from them. Shit. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, this is getting very uncomfortable because it's super fucking hot in here. So, it's not very comfortable for me right now. But yeah, I'm like sweating. It's super fucking hot in here, and I don't know why. But anyway, moving on. And, the Demon Slayer's like, well, then I don't really know what to tell you. You could become a Demon Slayer. I mean, you could become a Demon Slayer and pay back those 4 lives that saved you as well. It wasn't just me. Those 4 put out a distraction to allow us 2 to live. So I'm in debt. So both of us are indebted to the dead. So you can take the. So I would suggest taking their place. Taking their place and becoming a Demon Slayer. As you know, Gyutaro thinks about it, and he does have a point. He's like, he does have a point. Fine, you are correct. You have a point with that. You do have a point. We both are indebted to the dead, so I will do as you say. So, where do I begin? As you know, the Demon Slayer's like, I can't really help you with that, but I can't entirely help you with that, but I can point you in a way to help you. And he's like, then say it. Then just say it. Now, I don't very much have a thing really planned for this, because there's no real thing, but he's like, I learned my swordsman skills from a simple dojo just north-south. Fuck, northwest. Northwest from here. Follow, as you know, he points in the direction behind him. He's like, follow that path and continue the path that leads northwest, and you'll eventually find it. But that's all I can really say. And as I said, it's just swordsmanship. It's also another thing. Say it's just swordsmanship. There's no breathing style. He said he learned his swordsmanship from it, not any breathing style he learned. So yeah. And Gyutaro doesn't leave. He leaves without even not saying a goodbye, no thank you, no nothing. He just leaves. He goes in the direction the man told him. The Demon Slayer told him. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that should be a good place to leave it off, because it makes it interesting, and it's kind of following a similar kind of thing to Tanjiro's thing. Like, how Giyu told him to go to the fucking, what's the fuck's his name again? And, so we're gonna kind of go into the same thing, I guess. Like, we'll follow him on the trail when he goes there, just he doesn't have Nezuko this time. Because, he doesn't have a sister, also. Because his sister's fucking dead. Because his sister's dead. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you guys will enjoy this series. I don't know how far I'm going to go into the series, because I don't want to really spoil any of the manga. So I think I'll just go as far as the anime goes, and then I'll try to, I'll make, like, something for the entertainment arc. So yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.